Are you a fan of H2 play? Are you a fan of early aggression? Well, say no more to all those fast fortress builds, because I have a rush that will blow your socks off. I have created a Smurf account specifically for this rush that I'm about to show you. And if you look here, I have won 10 games in a row with this rush. 10 games in a row. That's 300 elo or so. Now, I'm excited. I hope you are. Let's get right into it. Now, obviously, I'm on my Smurf right now, but you can see here my main account, Lopsided Fluff. Somehow, we managed to match up against Kinesi. Now, Kinesi is a top 10 player, and at the time of this game, I was sitting around 1500 elo. He's over 2000 elo. I don't know how we got matched together, but we did. And this build that he used was incredible, that I just had to try it out for myself. And it won me 10 games. So let's have a look. Let's break down everything he did. I want to be super detailed with this, just that you guys know exactly how to do it. Now, yeah, let's just do it. Now you can see here, he goes instantly for killing this hunt. We've got 2 vills on wood, and we've got 1 gathering food. Now we've got a wood treasure here. And we're just going to pick this up, making sure to get the kill with our Eagle Scout, so we get that double XP. And we're going to be dropping down a community plaza as soon as possible. And we're actually going for a market open as well, which I think is quite greedy, and only because we had that wood treasure in base right here. And so we've got 2 vills on coin. And well, actually, you can see here, we're going to keep 1 vill in the community plaza. So we're going to be generating 1.25 experience per second, which is really important for this build. So we're just going to leave 1 vill gathering up all those crates. And Kinesi here is going for hunting dogs. And so I actually managed to pick up another wood treasure here, which is really good for this build. I think this map might be the perfect map for this rush. You can see hunting dogs coming in here. Let's have a look at the deck as well. So H2, 2 Warhut. We're setting the 3 vills right now. You can see the 2 Warhuts here. Lots of unit shipments. Dropping a house as well in H1. And we've just got everyone on food. And getting treasures here is really important. And also converting treasure guardians. That also really helps. So you can see Kinesi's eyeing off this treasure here. This coin treasure. And we're going to be going up with 14 vills here. And so he's actually picking up another treasure mid-map. And we've already got a shipment stacked at 2 minutes 30. Ready for H2. Now I'm playing Brits. I knew he was going to rush me. I just didn't know how strong it was going to be. We're going to have a quick look at my deck. Pretty standard. I think I was a bit too greedy with both the wood shipments. I haven't made like an anti-rush deck yet, so I need to do that. But enough for me. Let's go back to Kinesi. We can see the age up's just come in, so we're going up with Messenger, which is the fast age up option. And we're moving 5 vills onto wood. Herding in the surrounding hunts. Herding is really important because we're going to be using a lot of food. And he's going to pick off my Explorer here as well, which is honestly amazing. If you can get their Explorer down, that's 90 XP if you get the kill with the Eagle Scout, which really helps your shipments. So you can see 90 XP, that's just granted him another shipment. And now we can see he's sending 3 warrior priests. And then the 2 war huts straight after that. And so right now, we're just chopping for another house. Leaving 4 vills on wood. Yeah, right, I was just... I was dumbfounded at how I matched up with Kinesi. I was like, what is this? So the warrior priests have just come in. We're staying on XP dance. So that's 4.7 experience per second. And the war huts are in queue right now. And we've just moved the vill that was in the community plaza off and onto wood here as well. War huts have just come in. Also, I want to note, scouting is really important in this build order. You can see he's already scouted exactly where he wants to place the war huts. You want to place this as close as possible to the enemy TC. You want that pressure. You want to pressure him. So you want to sit right on top of his base with these war huts. So we're sending 700 wood here as well. And we dropped another house. And we've actually moved all those wood vills onto coin. So we've got 7 people gathering coin. We're going to be using this coin to make Puma spearmen. 700 wood's just come in. We're going to be using this wood to make some houses and to make Cody runners as well. And so he actually left about 100 wood in the bank before the 700 wood came in. And after he chopped for that second house in age 2, just to help with that first batch of coyote. And so you really want to be trying to complete your batches right now, because that'll very much help your rush. We've got Oaten Slingers on the way as well, still making coyote, still making Puma, still queuing vills as well. So we've got 60 population at the moment. So that's 1 house in age 1. And then that's 2 houses in age 2. And then we're dropping another 2 houses with the 700 wood that's come in. And for the rest of the wood, you can see we've got no one on wood right now. We're simply using this to make Oaten Slingers and Cody runners. So we're pushing in at around 6 minutes 30 right now. We're sending the big button for the Explorer XP. We've got everyone on food. We're simply making Oaten Slingers. We don't need anyone else. Obviously, it depends on the matchup. Because I'm going Musk, he knows to make Oaten Slingers, because they counter me. But say your opponent's turtling, you're going to want to make Puma Spearmen, because they have lots of siege. So he's got the 8 Oaten Slingers in queue, and then the 6 Puma in queue after that. And you can see he is housed. So I actually like to drop 1 or 2 of my houses, just that I don't get housed. And he can't finish these batches off. And yeah, that's that. I call GG. There's 30 units here. 21 Oaten Slingers, 5 Puma, 3 Cody, War Chief. Yeah, like, it's just phenomenal. And especially, I think, at lower levels, this rush will thrive. And I'll actually show you one of my recordings that I've just done now of me doing this build and just how crazy it is. Let's have a look at the post game as well, just to get numbers. So yeah, like nearly 30 units at 6 minutes 30 in my base. So here we are. We're up against a auto player. We've gone straight to killing a hunt and 2 vills on the wood crates. We're dropping down that community plaza straight away. First 15 seconds. You want that XP as soon as possible. Got our first vill in queue. So yeah, I can't say it enough, but like this build is so strong, especially at lower levels, just because people don't know how to deal with it. And I think they also struggle to read decks. Like you see, I haven't chosen my deck yet, obviously, but you see a deck like that and you're like, especially at high levels, you're like, right, you know they're going to rush me, I need to play defensive. Whereas in the lower levels, say like 1100 to 1400, they might be a bit unsure of what the play is. And so I think if you can nail the build, you can get some good wins out of it. And so, similar to last game, we're leaving 1 vill in the community plaza, along with the warrior priest. We've got everyone else collecting food. I picked up a treasure up here as well, and we're just doing some scouting. Scouting is very important, because you need to know where you're going to place those war huts. And on a close map like this, placement is very important. So we're sending 3 vills as well. Making sure these hunts stay herded, stay right underneath my TC. That's why we like them. This is my deck. It's a little bit different. We don't have as many H1 cards, but on the whole, it's largely the same. And yeah, we're going up against an Ottoman player. Now this guy, this is a good example of, I think, not looking at the deck right. He tries to go for a fast industrial, which doesn't go very well for him. He plays it very well, to be fair. He defends, I think, quite well, but it's not enough. And going fast industrial definitely isn't the play against this strat. So we've got 14, we're going with 14 vills. And again, some idle time is okay, because we want to age up as soon as possible. So I think Kanisi aged up just before 3 minutes. So that's when he clicked up. We're going to be clicking up a little bit later than that. That's okay. I can see a food treasure here. I do end up picking that up a little bit later. So we're aging up at 3 minutes, 5 seconds. And we've got 5 vills on wood. So we want to drop 2 houses right now and then leave 100 wood in the bank for that first Coyote Runner batch. First house. And let's have a look at my scouting. So you can see, I mean, the Monkey, Duber certainly helps, but I've scouted pretty much the whole map. Sending 3 warrior priest. And so I know exactly where my opponent is. I know where I can place these war huts that are going to come in. Got another house going down. So that's our second house. And we've got another shipment. And of course, we're sending the war huts. Now he's aged up just around 4 minutes 15. Getting those warrior priests right onto the community plaza. And we're sending this vill off and onto food. And also, if you have like goats or cows or sheep on your map, just make the most of them. You gather super fast from them, so it certainly helps. And yeah, we're going to be moving these vills off and onto coin. Yep, there we go. Leaving a bit of wood in the bank. This is probably a little bit too much. You want around 100, 125, I'd say. Now, in a close map like this, you need a few more vills on coin just to help with that first batch of Puma. Because if you don't have enough vills on coin, you're not going to get the full 5 out, and that's really important. So now we're sending 700 wood, and yeah, so we've got 7 vills on coin right now. In a bigger map, it's okay if you only have 5 or 6, because it's going to take you a little bit longer for those war huts, for those Trevor to travel and then build. So the war huts have gone up. We're just about to hit 6 minutes, and we've got a batch of Cody, batch of Puma. So you can see I am low for coin, but we do get the 5 Puma, 5 Coyote out. The wood's just come in. We've got 2 vills picking up the wood. We're going to be using this wood to drop houses. I would recommend around dropping 3 houses with this, and the rest you can just use for unit production. Another something to help speed it up a little bit, you want to have a unit queued immediately after a batch is finished. So we're sending 9 Oten Slingers. And trying to finish this batch off. I'm a little bit low for food right now, so we don't actually get the full 5. And you can see it's 7 minutes already. So we are a bit slow. Like 30 seconds slower than Kinesi. And, he's just seen the forward base. He sees it, and he's like, oh crap. We gotta defend this. He's sending the fort and town militia. And so here we go, the Oten Slingers have just come in. We're going to be trying to siege down this fort straight away. We're making Oten Slinger and Puma, because I know in this matchup, we're going to need a lot of siege to siege down the fort, the TC, and the outpost. So that's why I've got double batches of Puma in queue, going straight for the fort. I think you want to prioritize, like, unit buildings first, so like barracks or stables, and then you want to focus down like outposts and then houses. Of course, if he has units, you need to try kill those first. Sending 8 Oten Slingers now, and look at my macro as well. Most people on food, a few on coin, a few on wood. I actually decided to put a few more people on coin just because I need more siege right now. So depending on the matchup, you just shift your macro that little bit. And so we decide to siege this down. The Ottoman player does a great job of picking off all my Pumas. This is what you want to do, because these have 41 siege. There we go, we're actually going to back off right now. Just because we don't have any siege here. If you can avoid it, do so, because you want to stay in their base, you want to keep that pressure on. But right now we don't have any siege, so yeah, I just continue to make Puma. We're sending this Puma from our home city, and we're just keeping that pressure on with a little raid. I don't think we actually get any vills. We do get a bit of XP with this explorer going down. And there we go, the Pumas just come in. Now I've actually moved a few vills onto coin, just because we're going to be making a lot of Puma. So I get a vill there. But he's pretty much one-shotting my Coyote. And here we go. He's sent 1,000 coin. He's trying to go up to the Industrial Age. I don't think it's the right play right now. And as you can see here, we're making sure the Puma's focusing down the TC. And if any units pop, or if any vills pop out, we're making sure the Oten Slingers are focusing them down. So we're making sure the Puma stays sieging down the TC and the Otis Slingers can focus down the units. Now we've actually popped the TC big button here as well. That's 480 food. And these guys have good siege as well. And definitely help if you've got any like cav or heavy infantry that you're up against. And yeah, that's all the units down, and now we're just going to siege down the TC. I've actually switched to attack dance here as well, just if you're in any trouble. It certainly helps. More Puma on the way. This looks like the TC might go down. We've kind of kept Ville production up, but this is very much all in. And that's GG. That's the game. So yeah, obviously I was a bit slower than Kinesi, but like even at, this was a 1400 elo game, so even at 1400 it's still very strong. And I think this guy did quite well to defend. He had Town Militia, he had the outpost, and he was focusing down my Puma Spearmen. Let's have a look at military unit count. So yeah, 30 units at around 7 minutes 30. So I'm a minute slower than Kinesi. Imagine if I had, just if I like knew this build a bit better and got this even 30 seconds faster. Like, it's just so strong. And then I was able to remass and then push in again, and that was GG. So yeah, lots of unit shipments. You want to be sending all of those. And like I said before, it's very much all in. You want to keep making units. If you can drop a market, great. I didn't this game, just because I didn't start with a wood treasure. It would have made my age up that much slower, which would affect when I got the war huts up, and so on and so on. So yeah, that's the build. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. Let me know if you had any advice on how to improve the build, or any advice for me. I've just started making YouTube videos. I'm loving it. I'm very surprised if you stuck around this long. So thank you so much for watching. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Let me know how you go with this build in the comments. Okay, I'll catch you later, guys. Bye.